This is CPM Precalculus, Chapter 3, number 25. So a circle has radius 10 centimeters. So that means this length right here from the center is 10, right? Like any other length from the center to the side of the circle. 10 centimeters. All right, part A. Find the circumference and area of the circle using exact values. Well, I know we're given the radius is 10 centimeters. And I know circumference, the formula for circumference means the perimeter of the circle, right, is just 2 pi times r. And I know area of a circle is just pi r squared, right? I plug in r as 10, and that gives me the circumference of 2 times pi times 10. 2 times 10 is 20 pi, right? And they want exact values, so I shouldn't plug it as 3.14 because that would be approximating. So I'm going to leave it as 20 pi. And circumference is in the units of my radius, which is centimeters. All right, so circumference is 20 pi centimeters. Area, I'm going to plug in pi r. Instead of r is 10 squared. 10 times 10 is 100 pi, right? And when I multiply 10 times 10, that's centimeters times centimeters, so that's going to be centimeters squared. And I'm not going to plug in 3.14 because it says exact values. And that would be approximating. All right. So let's go on to part B. Part B says find the area and arc length of the non-shaded portion. So here's the shaded portion. The non-shaded portion is everything else, right? It's everything else that I just shaded in blue. So if we look at the circle, it's cut up into 4 different regions, actually quadrants we call them, right? This is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we can see that quadrant 2 is shaded, so we're looking for the area of the non-shaded one, so the 3 left over. And we know that's just 3/4 of the area, right? So the area of sub non-shaded is just 3/4 of the multiply of the area. Plugging in that area, we get 3/4 times 100 pi centimeters squared, right? That's equal to 3 times 100, because this is all over 1. So it's 300 pi over 4. We can simplify that because 300 divided by 4 is just 75. So it's 75, and again, I'm going to put the units back in. We know it's centimeters squared. So again, this is the non-shaded, so this is the area non-shaded. Right? We also want to find the arc length. So the arc length is just the circumference, but only of the non-shaded region, right? So again, this is, if we look at the whole circle, right, the whole circumference, we're just going to cut off 1/4 of that. So again, we only want 3/4 of the section, right, of the circumference. So the arc length of the non-shaded portion is just 3/4 times our circumference that we have here. So that's 3/4 times 20 pi centimeters. That's just 60 pi over 4, because remember that's over 1. So 3 times 20 is 60. That just gives us 20 pi, right? 15 pi, excuse me, right? 60 divided by 4 is 15. And the units are centimeters. So the arc length, again, is just the distance, right, around here of the non-shaded region. And that's 15 pi centimeters. Arc length of non-shaded region. All right, so that's going to end for us CPM Precalculus, Chapter 3, number 25.